Hello and warm welcome to anyone who actually sees this on Utreon, considering that I lately said in my Black Mesa playthrough that I just treat that platform as a sort of a repository more than anything else because I'm not expecting anyone to actually see. But surprisingly, there are some numbers attached to my videos. There are more than one or two. And also I don't know the real statistics. I don't know if someone comes over to the video 43 times to catch up on every minute later that he quits, or if it's 43 people giving up on the video 1 minute in, but someone is clicking on it, and since the clicks are there, not on YouTube, hello. Yeah, the whole playthrough isn't really on Utreon. As I checked, there's 150 of my videos and not 1,100, so if you need to catch up on, there should be a link somewhere there to my YouTube, possibly. Right, so we're here, we need to kill some Mandalorians, and then we're gonna get into talking about Velma, I guess. That's a good enough start. What are we starting with, actually, at this point? Wound, probably. And then critical. That was the idea, and that. You're already beaten up. That didn't quite work. Alright, let's try again. At least there's some help coming from behind here with these dudes. Maybe they'll distract him a little bit. Them. He didn't resist. I thought he did. Alright. Still not good enough. He still really needs a bunch of hits in. You're not doing as well as you used to. I don't know what's going on. Oh, I've got no force powers to heal. Oh, I do. Hold on. Give him a critical and then this, and then we will just use more force powers if we live long enough. We lived long enough, fortunately. Right, so when it comes to Velma, it's been a while now, but I kept forgetting about it. I presume the makers of Scooby-Doo show came out and said Velma is actually a lesbian, which is something that we needed, right? It's very reminiscent of when J.K. Rowling, Joan Rowling, said Dumbledore is gay. You know, retroactively influencing their characters to appear more woke. You know, virtue signaling, actually, simply, is what's happened. And yeah, was she really? But then again, now Shaggy is left out without a mate. What's the name of the blonde guy? George? He's fucking Daphne. Who's fucking Velma? Velma's not fucking Daphne. Daphne's fucking the blonde guy. Shaggy's not fucking anyone. Who's being fucked by Scooby? We won't know. A lot of people I'm sure thought it's Velma who's doing them both, but not clear now. So with the fatal, we're gonna have a cutscene. The battlefield fell silent as the last Mandalorian fell. It was a scene which would be soon repeated across the many battlefields of the galaxy as the war drew closer to its finale. The revanchists' intervention had saved the Republic from what was once a certain defeat. We challenged Mandalorian ferocity with lightsaber in hand and began to push them back to the unknown regions. Using a Chinese techniques to calm the emotions which had consumed me during the battle, I thought about how far I had come since joining you on Dantooine. She's talking to Revan, by the way, if you don't know. I had joined your movement out of my simple and naive desire to protect the innocent from tyranny. It was what motivated me to keep fighting, to keep weathering the horrors of war on an almost daily basis. Yet, even though this was what I had chosen, what I had wanted, it no longer brought me the same comfort or sense of self-righteousness that it once did. War had changed my perspective of events, and what I once saw as merely a conflict between good and evil was now something different, something more sinister. Was it really? It wasn't really. Well, maybe it was. In many ways, it was becoming a conflict of sacrifice. Victory had and would continue to come at a grave cost to us all, and even the strongest of the Jedi could only withstand so much before they themselves were forever changed. It was then that I came to a realization. One day I would no longer be the Jedi who joined the Mandalorian Wars to save the innocent. One day I would forget the child from Sleheiron. Then at that moment, as if drawn by my revelation, he appeared.
Matilda.
Yeah, so where did he come from? He's a Jedi Master and you're just a Jedi. Was he a part of the movement? Was he helping with anything? Or did he just show up for no reason? To just pluck the poor Jedi away from all this conflict that they joined consciously because of the stakes.
At last, amid the battlefields of the Outer Rim, I have found you.
Solomon, you should not have come. Not here. This is my world. One of conflict and sacrifice. A world which you chose to forsake.
Matilda, conflict and sacrifice serve as the evolution of character. In war we can find ourselves or redefine ourselves, but only if we fight with all our heart for a cause that we believe in.
Do not speak to me of uncertainty, Solomon. You of all people should know that it was not I, nor Revan, who could not decide on what course of action to pursue whilst the Outer Rim burned.
Battle for battle's sake serves no purpose. If we wage war on impulse without preparation,
Revan had a plan and knew what he's doing.
We leave ourselves exposed. Then war consumes us, changes us, transforms us into something we are not.
Please do not regurgitate the Jedi Council's words. I have already heard them enough for one lifetime. They were wrong, Solomon. But not only that, they were fools. As Jedi, we have a duty to protect the innocent, and we do not stand by and do nothing whilst they are slaughtered in the millions. I would have thought you of all Jedi would understand that. You are an Echani battle master, Solomon. You should have been the first in the line to answer Revan's call to war.
Matilda, listen to me. You must open yourself to
I'm not going to answer this, Matilda.
Care for you. Something is amiss, not only in the conduct of this war, but in those who wage it. Revan does not wage war like a Jedi. He shows no mercy to his enemies. He has
Jedi don't wage war at all.
Contempt for weakness, and he's willing to sacrifice even the innocent just for strategic gain. Revan has been consumed by this war. But you, Matilda, you still have a choice. Return with me to Coruscant, to the Jedi Order, before it's too late, before I lose you forever.
Revan knew what wars entails. You know that is something I cannot do, nor it is something I would want to do. My actions here have made a difference. They have brought hope to places ravaged by war, and have saved countless innocent lives.
Don't act stupid, Matilda. You can feel the manipulative undercurrents that are present in this war, and know all too well that it is changing you for the worse. Act now, and we may still prevent a greater tragedy.
You desire me. You want me all for yourself, even if the destruction of the galaxy were to be the consequence. But my place is on the battlefield now, side by side with Revan. Leave this place, Solomon. This is my world. That's a pretty strong argument.
Then it is as I had feared. You are beyond even my ability to save. Out of arrogance and short-sightedness, you have allowed yourself to be romanced by the manipulations of a rogue Jedi, and have chosen a path that will lead only to despair and regret. I truly believed I could convince you to return to the Jedi, but I was wrong.
You were wrong to try. Return to the Jedi. The Jedi are the guardians of peace and justice, and you and your council care for neither. You are no Jedi. Your actions would have destroyed the Republic, which makes you no better than the Mandalorians. And it is Revan's will that we destroy all those who would see the Republic harm. I, for one, intend to obey that will.
I do not wish to fight you, but I will do what I must to defend myself.
You can run away. Have you considered that? You're a battle master and you avoided battle, like Shadow said. Right, so we've got a pretty big clash of things here happening. Interestingly, actually, cause yeah, Revan know what he's doing. He had some premonitions. He was seeking for power, destroying weakness. But we know with someone, I don't know, second game I think actually speaks about what he's doing. That he's keeping strategic places for the Republic to use to prepare for the next war that's coming. Actually, so he's not solely relying on what was it called? Starforge. He's not solely relying on Starforge. So he's trying to build strength in Republic for the war coming. And we're now, well, at this point, because again, that's two-step process actually. Solomon, now we're at the situation where the Mandalorians came and they're fucking our plans up. Well, we're defending the Republic now, but through that war we see that the Republic is weak and needs to be strengthened. So then Revan takes up the mantle of the Dark Lord and makes himself the villain, against which the Republic needs to unite and stand strong to be stronger for the next conflicts. Solomon doesn't know that. Solomon wants it all to stop, foolishly. Jedi don't, he says, Jedi don't wage war this way. Yeah, Jedi don't wage war at all. They're useless in these situations. They're peacekeepers to some extent, supposedly. And they do policing work and counseling work more than anything else, and they train with the lightsaber and force powers to be of use, to face conflict that's beyond common people. But if they're trained to fight, to actually fight some things that can't be reasoned with, they need to be able to fight wars as well, and they weren't, and that's why Revan stepped up. And we know what happened next. If you don't know, YouTube has it, the game is free. The Old Republic, which I've got playthroughs of as well, have cutscenes that introduce us to what's happened after Revan has gone for 300 years. That, and there are audio logs that bridge the 300 years of gap, but the cutscenes are shorter and more fun, right? They look better, right, than the fucking reading the audio logs. Sith came from beyond, and first thing they did is they came en masse with an armada and Sith, people trained in Force and in lightsabers, reclaiming Korriban. Republic was not prepared for that, because Revan was changed and turned to the light side, so the evil could have showed up again and split the galaxy into spheres of influence again between Republic and the Sith Empire. So turning to the light side made it all fall or fail. So we know with hindsight and with sequels that this again was the right thing to do. So I don't know how hard Master Solomon is gonna be, but... And also Master Solomon says... what he says, battle for battle's sake is pretty gay, so don't do it. Well, battle for battle's sake was not done. Not in the sense of... well, maybe Mandalorians, since they are the aggressors, the aggressors, but battle for battle's sake when it comes to... Here's the Echani, they do combat specifically to... Ah shit, he's doing that now. They're doing combat to train their body to define themselves through that. It's a ritual and a character building exercise, I think. And he says battle for battle's sake. There are no battles for battle's sake, and if there are, you're doing one of them, so your point is flawed. We're holding our own pretty well. Doing shield, that could be no, that couldn't be. Even though we have it here, why not have it? Is it? Oh, it's already equipped. We might use it if we're doing... Oh, hey, if we're doing poorly. Right, lightning fast VCR repairs right here. What does Force Aura do? I don't know, let's cast it. There we go. Now, evil and lightning. Well, lightning. Other actions. Assault, what I mean. It's gonna be a slog. There's hardly any gear that I could have used or make her more useful in combat, since we didn't have any level up screen. We might get him to half health, and that will be a great success in this situation. Probably, narratively. Right. Might go for 3 maybe. And if not, we're gonna go for life support packs. This and then more attacks, I guess. Right, so Velma, right? And I don't know, the company tried to be more woke. Well, that was hard. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna need a life support pack after all. There we go, that's better. Have we cast speed already? We might have. Right. His force powers have to run out eventually, but he's still saving. At least he's not resisting, I think. Still saved. There's hardly anything we can use to overpower him. Right. Yeah, let's check feedback. Fuck me, he's got plus 27 to fucking for fortitude save against our DC of 28. He needs to roll 1 or 2 for us to affect him. Well, he needs to roll 1. Shit. That's very good. Very cool. We're better off trying to crit him, actually. I think. He'll either kill us or we'll kill him. And I'm fine with the latter. This is getting difficult. I think we got him. Or did we die?
Your skill in battle has improved, yet the heart that guides that skill is plagued by doubt. You know you cannot defeat me, for you cannot even defeat yourself.
What? I can defeat you. I will defeat you. I swore a promise to defend the Republic from all those who would see it harm, and I intend to keep that promise. I don't know if he whittled our health before I could heal. Or was it like a threshold, like a soft threshold for us to lose the battle? I'm gonna try again, actually.
You are beaten. It is useless to resist.
And if I will, you'll see that. Do it then! Strike me down! Kill me! You seem so adamant on destroying the life that I have chosen willingly, you might as well destroy me completely.
I do not wish you harm, I never have. But you are dangerous. You are allowing this war to consume you. I fear if you do not resist now, it will change you forever. You say you have chosen this path willingly, but how can you be so sure you made the right choice?
To join with Revan, to fight to defend the peoples of this galaxy from the Mandalorian threat. It is my destiny.
I'm so sorry for you, Matilda. You are lost, you are misguided, and you lack the wisdom to see the error of your ways. I must cast aside personal feelings and place my duty to the Jedi Order at the forefront of my actions. The war will consume you. The war will transform you. As an act of mercy, I will deny you this terrible fate. May you find peace in death.
I won't kill you, though I will kill you now, because that's better than you dying in war. Oh hey, we actually disappeared from behind, that's good. Yeah, fuck him up. Also, dude, are you planning on saving every Jedi?
Mandalorians! I was so focused on the task at hand that I could not sense their glowing presence.
Oh no, it's war and I got slipping?
Before we are hit by blaster fire.
You're already being hit.
Could this intervention be the will of the Force? Could you be destined for something greater?
I don't understand. You said I was a threat. You said it was your duty to...
Sometimes even duty must be cast aside to do what's right. I do not know why the Force has chosen to spare you, but I will not...
Like what she did?
You have been given a chance to make amends. Do not squander it. Run, Matilda. Use this chance to escape, but you must never forget.
Is this where he dies?
You must never forget the child on Sliheron.
Because she saw him die, didn't she? Did she kill him herself? Yeah, like I was saying, are you gonna save everyone and turn every Jedi away from war because that's bad for everyone? Or is it just cherry picking for the hot girl? That's loud. I might be toning this down a little bit. Also, it's the blast hit exactly where Matilda is, and she takes no damage from that. I narrowly escaped the destruction of the walkway that the Mandalorian field marshals had decided to deny the Republic. I stood at the edge and watched the wreckage fall into darkness, and with it, the last vestiges of my past. Although Solomon himself was gone, his last words to me remained, "You must never forget the child on Sliheron." They were the words he spoke upon our first meeting, and words which then haunted my thoughts up until war's end. It was the unspoken promise I made to him as a child, and a promise which I chose ultimately to break. Perhaps this is why he has returned. He has learned that this sacrifice was in vain and seeks vengeance because of it. If I am the target of Solomon's revenge, then so be it. I will meet him once more on the field of battle. So, are we going to Korban yet? We just might. Right, so we'll slowly make our way to Korban because we were supposed to, right? Quest for the Starforge, that's our quest. Should I be talking to her again? Well, before I do that then smoothly transitioning from what I said like 15 minutes ago. With Velma being gay now and the big corporation apparently virtue signaling to everyone that the cartoon back in the day wasn't racist in any point, in any way. In fact, it was very progressive because Velma was gay. So you should, I don't know, buy it again, watch the show again, buy merch, watch our new shows. And with that wokeness, I've come to the conclusion that the big corporations are using the big gays not so much as advertisement, as merchandise as a selling point to get audiences to promote them for being so progressive that the leftists apparently and the liberals will defend it with their lives to the point of being beyond criticism, right? I think I'm mixing the points. They're not just pandering to new audiences, they're using them as a shield. What I mean by that is I think they've got their shit ideas, shit views, shit scripts, shit characters to put in a movie, then they make the movie bad when someone comes over and says, you know what, the main character should be a woman, because then when the movie turns out to be a flop like we fucking actually predict, or just in case, we can say, you're just hating the women. You're just hating the progression, the LGBT community. You're racist because there are blacks in our show, and you're saying that there shouldn't be. We will have the perfect defense from being criticized for bad characters and bad writing. We'll just shift it over. We will. The point is right. I made my point. I got my point across. But in other words, the women and the people of color and the gays are just shield. For the execs to earn more money and shift the blame on someone else, on women hating, on incels, on racists, on I don't know, homophobes. We already didn't I already say something about the gays? Right. Anyway, so that's the point. The point is, looks like all those big productions are now banking on women, not so much to make money, but more to be a shield in case the money isn't flowing well enough. So someone will force someone to be an advocate for what they're saying. Oh right, I shouldn't be doing that. Fuck, and I have to accept it, right? So yeah, they will keep using it. The stupid people will keep. Oh hey, they leveled up, but not us. Well. The stupid people will keep swallowing it and defending the big corporations because those are the entities that need the pity and the help the most. you'll keep watching them, and reasonable people will keep dissecting their media with actual arguments against writing and characters, instead of racism and sexism. So that's that. That's pretty much it for today as well, and we'll see each other in something gameplay for you for free. In the meantime, of course, interact with this video and every other video on my channel, preferably by watching and sharing it with others. Thanks for watching, and if you don't like the content, it's entirely your fault.